And we are live. How are you doing tonight, Podfeet?
I'm doing fine. I've been
Excellent.
having a lot of fun this
Well,
week. So
you know who else is doing fine?
who?
Well, there's a little guy here, a 25-pounder. Let's see if he's interested. Oh,
Was he 25.69 pounds?
what I have.
Oh,
It's a
he's got his.
bone.
You stole it? That'll get him
Come
up
here,
there.
Pepper. Come here. I'll get you your bone. Come here.
New old dog.
Come here. Come on, baby. There we go.
Don't hurt yourself.
There we go.
Oh, look at the little buddy. He's a little lick monster.
Yeah, he does.
Are you being shy? Hi, buddy. He's so cute.
Okay, speaking to the mic.
Okay, that's good stuff. I like it. I like
All
it.
right. Let's get you your bone back. Here you go.
All right. Drunk Nick Nolte's here. We are getting a big crowd tonight. This is fun. NCEP. So I think it's time for roll call, Steve. I'm going to call it Seamus and Kevin and Bruce and Drunk Nick Nolte and Frank and Mike and Jill and Ed and John and PDX Kurt's in here and Steve and Zoe.
It's a full house.
Not working tonight. Yeah. It's getting crowded. Sandy is not here, so I think that makes Jill in charge because Sandy is in Florida at I think it's a cheerleading competition for her granddaughter.
Wow.
So,
well, hopefully she does well.
Jill, didn't Sandy give you the keys before she left? A responsible adult. Jill might argue with you for that. All right. Well, we've done a sound check, and I think we're ready to get going.
All right.
What is the show number? Oh, 10:30.
10:30.
I think Steve puts it in the top of the...
No, it is not 2, Jill. It's 10:30.
It's 2. It's in the top of the chat window there. He's usually pretty good about changing that. Looks like he got it this week. All right. Now we're going. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, and this is show number 1030. Man, this is starting to get to be a broken record, but we have a mammoth show for you. Bart and I had way too much fun in security bits, or too much discussion, I should say. So the back end of the show is pretty heavily weighted. We've got a bunch of fun interviews, and I will be doing one single recording of my own. All right. Chapter mark.
Good catch.
Oh, the live
Kurt.
page says 1029.
Yeah, I forgot to do something.
Good job, Kurt. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Did I get the show number right?
You did. I did not update the live show page.
It's a miracle. Save. And I got a chapter mark. All right, I'm going to keep going while you do that yeoman's work over there, dear. Stop. Come on. That's weird. Ah! Oh, what's going on? Come on. Well, that's really strange. The chapter mark. It's too silly to explain. I hit undo, and it undid the chapter mark, not the recording I just did, which is not what it should have done. That's odd. All right, here we go. In Programming by Stealth this week, Bart has started a new mini-series you might be interested in. He's going to teach us how to use GitHub Pages to create a website for free. In Programming by Stealth 175, he starts by explaining what static site generators are, like GitHub Pages, and the pros and cons versus a more traditional content management system like WordPress. Neither are wrong, they just solve the same problem in different ways, and there are pros and cons of both depending on the kind of problem you're trying to solve. He then gives us the framework for the tools we'll be using and lays out the next few lessons where we'll get in and get our hands dirty. I am extremely excited about this mini-series, and I hope you will be too. You can, of course, find Bart's fabulous tutorial show notes and the podcast at pbs.bartificer.net. Okay. All right.
Having issues.
With what?
The live page. You know,
Uh-oh.
you created a link for me that just has the embed code.
Yeah.
That link is taking me to the entire page, and now I can't find the embed code.
Do you need help?
Oh, there it is. But
Okay.
how much of it is the code? Let me check. I think I can do this, but it'll
Think
take
so?
a little bit.
All right. If you need help, let me know. I know a guy who can come help you. All right. Let's put you right about there. .net. How about that? .bartificer.net. We've got a tiny little robot dog down here on the ground, and I'm here with Tiger Kang to tell us all about it.
Yeah, hello. This is our robot dogs, our self-made things, and
Actually, I might tee this one up. Tell me if you think this is mean to the guy doing this one.
I'm having issues.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'll start this thing and then I'll start playing this interview and I'll run over. But let me do a little recording here first. No, I need this. And move that. Well, one of our first interviews for CES was a robotic comfort dog, and it had a lot of value and people were very interested in this product. We're going to bring you another robotic dog interview, but this one is just for fun. How's that sound? I'm going to put the chapter mark where the real thing is. What do you think? You're going to make decisions on this. It's just for fun. We've got a tiny little robot dog down here on the ground, and I'm here with Tiger Kang to tell us all about it.
yeah, hello. This is our robot dogs, our self-made things, and we put our all characters on it, so it could be your home robot pet or for entertainment or something else. Yeah.
The dog's rolling its head around.
Yeah.
It's running. Oh, wow, that's really articulated.
Yeah, very flexible to move motion. Yeah, and we put lots of works on it, and we have preset some motion groups like this.
Can we go down here?
Yeah, of course. With hands and just like this, or sit down and say
The dog
hello.
just sat.
Yeah.
By the way, this is audio only too, so I'm going to narrate a little bit more. Oh, dog can walk. This dog moves in every direction, really
Yeah.
flexible directions.
All kinds of directions like this one. Yeah, it can be front or backward, left side or right side. It's both is okay, and the motion will be rather flexible to move. Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot of actuators.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it have a camera on it?
We didn't put a lot of camera system on it, and
On the front, it's glass.
yeah, it's just the animation like that. We are pretending to have one, but we
okay.
will put the cameras in the future. But right now it didn't practice right on this prototype. Yeah.
So this is just for fun, right? We're just having a good time?
Mainly it's for the entertainment, but we could also offer it to the developers, so they can use it as a platform to put their AI modules or some softwares on it and to make it their own robot.
Okay, and are you going to be, will this be out to the general market?
Yeah, of course. We will coming soon at March or April this year. Yeah.
Do you have any idea of a price point for it?
It's about several hundred, I think. 5 to 6. We are not decided yet. Yeah.
Five to 600?
Yeah, $100. Yeah.
That's not that bad. All right, thank you very much, Tiger.
Yeah, don't worry. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the.
Where would people go to see this?
It will go on the Kickstarter for the first one, and we will go to the Amazon or some e-trading platform.
All right, Jill.
After that. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep our eyes out for Davey Robot.
You can follow. You can continue to follow with us. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Did you miss me? Did they behave themselves?
I don't know. I was.
No, I was asking Jill. Jill was in charge.
Got it. So
yeah,
you should have the live page now at podfeed.com/live.
All right.
Thank you, Allison. I don't know how that
I
happened.
think somehow I have 2 pages, WordPress pages with the same name, and I don't know how that happened, but we'll...
Interesting. And that's the
we'll
first time that's ever popped up.
Yeah, I can't explain it. We will deal with that.
We will.
After the show.
It should be working. Who's the person? Was it Kurt? Kurt?
PDX Kurt, yeah.
See if you see the live show now at podfeed.com/live. Or anybody, for that matter. Thank you.
Hey, are you making fun of us? This light matrix one is interesting. This is one where you probably really want to see it. This is going to be I don't think I'll play this one, but this is a naked eye 3D screen. And we were standing, how far away? 6 feet away from maybe I think it's like a 45-inch display. And if you were dead center, it was 3D, but it was not a 3D video.
Hey, did I miss something? Did I miss the PBS 175?
What do you mean, did you miss it?
Did you put it in?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See the chapter mark?
No, I can't really see the label, but I trust you.
You could make it full screen. Then we
I
wouldn't
got
be
too
able to
much-
talk.
Yeah.
Yep, just go ahead and save. All right, here we go.
Thank you.
I think Steve put it best when he just said that he's never seen anything like this before. We're looking at a 3D display of 2D images, and I'm here with
Kira.
Kira Fong. All right. Let's go to the end of that. Why does it, Jill, why does it sometimes go to the end and sometimes it doesn't? I don't know how to rely, like it's function command right arrow, right there. That time it worked. There's something I'm doing where I'm not selecting the right thing and it just sits there when I do it.
Do you have to have that segment selected?
Well, it's almost like I have to have no segment selected. I think that might be it. Ooh, I get to talk now. Oh, it just doesn't do always what you think it should. Okay, it's just intermittent. That's good to know. All right. Did you make me a money jingle yet? Just like us.
No.
No. It's so sad. Maybe if you had a to-do list.
Could be. I got one right here.
Where? Let me see. Are you holding up a Post-it note? Did you hold up a Post-it note?
No, I pointed to my head.
Oh, yeah. Mine like a steel sieve. Hang on, I gotta get my toy. Yeah, all right. I think I showed this to you guys before, but this is what I'm going to finally talk about. I didn't already talk about this on the show, right? I talked about it in the live show, but I did not do the blog post, correct?
What's the name of it? Just to...
Xcool. I've done searches and I only see it in there once and I don't see it in any shows, but I swear I already did it, but I have seem to believe I haven't. So we'll see. Let me know if you see it. All right. Well, here goes then. You would think that reviewing a battery pack would be a simple exercise. In fact, on any normal tech podcast, it would go something like this. Hey, I got this nifty Qi 2 battery pack. It's thin and light and has a capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours, and it's only $20. But you know, that's not how this review is going to go, is it? First, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. When Apple came out with the first MagSafe battery pack for iPhone, it seemed like a dream come true. But when you got into the details, the product was kind of odd. The battery only had a 1460 milliamp hour battery capacity, and to charge it, you had to buy separately a 20-watt power adapter and the lightning cable. Now, 20 watts today is common, but back then it was something most people didn't just have lying around. It would charge your phone at a feeble 7.5 watts. But get this, it could charge at 15 watts, but only if it was plugged into that 20-watt power supply while charging your phone. That kind of defeats the purpose of a portable battery pack if you have to plug it in. It weighed 4 ounces, and it was 0.43 inches thick, 2.5 by 3.75 inches, which is pretty standard for these kinds of battery packs. Well, at least it was expensive at $99. It was a great idea, and we all wanted one at first, but the limitations were far too great for most people to push the buy button. Apple eventually dropped the product. With the introduction of the Qi 2 standard, as you'll remember, Apple's 15-watt charging standard with the magnets in it and everything, that's now called Qi 2, we can now have battery packs for our phones that deliver 15 watts of wireless power and sport a USB-C charging port. Well, that's interesting. I winged it, and I was supposed to say that afterwards. At one of the CES press events, we interviewed a representative of the MakeBlock community. At one of the CES press events, we interviewed a representative of the MakeBlock company who sells a line of laser cutters for home use under the brand X-Tool. The interview was especially fun because friend of the show, friend of ours, and podcaster Richard Gunther of the Digital Media Zone happened to walk up right then and joined us. Turns out he has one of these X-Tool laser cutters, and so I asked him to join in on the interview. Sadly, you will not get to hear that interview just yet, but I promise there's a reason all of this is relevant to talking about Qi 2 battery packs. The folks that make the X-Tool laser cutter gave Richard and me and Steve a Qi 2 X-Cool battery pack. Get it? X-Cool? Sounds like X-Tool? Anyway, that's actually what I'm going to review today is the X-Cool battery pack. The X-Cool Qi 2 battery pack has a capacity of 5,000 milliamp hours, quite a bit more than the anemic 1460 milliamp hours of the Apple MagSafe battery pack. Apple's offering was a chubby 0.43 inches thick, while the X-Cool is only 0.31 inches thick. That doesn't seem like much of a difference, but you notice 27% thinner. It's only a smidge lighter, though, at 4.5 ounces. In the hand, it's sleek and it feels great. It's a little bit sharp on the corners. The Apple charger had these lovely rounded edges, and the X-Cool is a little bit sharper. So you might like it better. You might like the rounded feel better. When I put 2 screenshots in a row, I can't scroll fast enough to keep talking. Since it's Qi 2, it delivers power to your phone at the full 15-watt fast charging standard, as I described, without needing to be plugged into power. If you do plug it in, it can deliver 20 watts of charge. It has 4 white indicator lights to show you the charge level. In the box, they include 2 optional accessories for your X-Cool battery pack. If you have a non-MagSafe case on your phone, or you're using an Android phone, they include a magnetic ring so you can stick it to your phone case. They also include a USB-C charging cable for the battery, but no power adapter, which is kind of becoming the norm. The other accessory is quite clever. It's a very small strip of metal. The other accessory is quite clever. It's a very small strip of metal that you stick a half an inch away from the bottom of the battery. A portion of the metal strip is hinged in the middle to fold out to form a kickstand. It sounds janky as I describe it, but it works surprisingly well. God, I can't read and move that at the same time. It'll hold your phone up in both landscape and portrait orientations of the phone. I like that the little sticker of metal is super thin, so it really adds no noticeable bulk to the battery. The X-Cool 5,000 milliamp hour battery pack lists for only $40 on Amazon, but as of the time of this writing, it's only $30. And as of the time of this writing, there's a $10 coupon, so it's only $20. It comes in gray, green, black, white, red, silver, and purple for me and Sandy. Sadly, they gave it to me in gray. If 5,000 milliamp hours isn't enough for you, X-Cool also comes in a 10,000 milliamp hour format, but that'll bulk it up to 0.59 inches thick and 6.9 ounces. It's listed for $50 on Amazon, but there's a $20 coupon bringing it down to $30 right now. Any normal tech podcaster or reviewer would stop here, or maybe not even have gone this far. But when I told a few people about this battery pack, they told me they had a 5,000 milliamp hour battery pack from Anker. I know that Anker is a well-loved brand, so I looked up the 5,000 milliamp hour Anker 621 magnetic portable charger. It lists for $40 on Amazon, but it's currently discounted to $28. That's basically in the same range as the X-School. However, Anker's 5,000 milliamp hour battery is even chubbier than Apple's old battery, coming in at 0.45 inches versus 0.31 for the X-School. Anker's battery is also a bit heavier at 5 ounces versus 4.5 for the X-School. The Anker 621 Mag Go comes in the requisite purple, but also black, light blue, light green, and white. If it were for the thickness, I'd probably lean towards recommending Anker over X-School because the brand is really well known and it's only a smidge more expensive. Can you look for the word anger, Steve? It says Anger 621 Mag Go in one spot.
Those are really mean batteries.
Right. Thank you, Kevin. Audio sounds a bit fast. Before I could give the X-Cool the Podfeet stamp of approval, I decided to actually charge my phone with the X-Cool battery. What I discovered surprised and dismayed me. The iPhone 16 Pro has a rated capacity of 3582 milliamp hours, and my battery health is still at 100%. I slapped the X-Cool on the back of the phone without a case to let it charge. I expected the 5,000 milliamp hour battery to easily fill the iPhone's 3582 milliamp hour battery from its starting point of 14%. But the X-Cool was out of juice when the battery was only at 84%. That means the phone only gained 70% of its capacity. 70% of 3582 is only around 2,500 milliamp hours. That means I only got about half the capacity of the X-Cool battery. The X-Cool, in spite of its name, did get a bit hot to the touch when charging the phone. I checked it with my handy-dandy laser thermometer, and it was a toasty 106.1 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not crazy hot, but any signs of heat means loss. You may notice that your phone always heats up when on a MagSafe charger, but it doesn't when it's plugged in via USB-C or Lightning, and that's why MagSafe is so much less efficient. Now remember that using MagSafe, or Qi2 to speak more generically, is using what's called inductive charging. The phone and the charger both have a coil of wire in them. When electricity flows through that wire on the charger, it induces a magnetic field, hence inductive charging. When the coil in the phone senses the magnetic field induced by the charger's coil, it causes the reverse effect on the phone side. Electricity flows through the coil in the phone, charging its battery. This process of inducing a magnetic field and converting it to an electrical current is inherently lossy. What I didn't appreciate was how lossy it might be. I didn't think it would be a loss of 50%, as I found in my test of the X-Cool battery. Well, it was time for more experiments. I asked Richard Gunther if he would be able to run the identical experiment for me. He ran his battery down pretty low, took the case off, that's so we don't add more loss by a bigger air gap. He sent me the details of his phone, including the model, an iPhone 15 Pro, so I could look up the capacity, and, maybe equally important, he told me his battery health. His effective charge of his phone from the X-Cool 5,000 milliamp hour battery pack was also right around 2,500 milliamp hours, or 50%. His battery also died before he got to the full charge of his phone. Now, my buddy Ron saw my X-Cool a few days earlier, and he bought one for himself, so I enlisted him in the experiment group. His results were better than mine and Richard's. While he required about the same amount of charge... While he required about the same amount of charge on his iPhone as me and Richard, the battery still had one of its 4 lights on when the phone was at 100% charged. We did some math to prorate the effective charge he could expect from his battery, and it came out at almost 2,900 milliamp hours. That's still only 58% of its rating. Finally, I asked Sandy Foster to test her Anker 621 Mag Go, which you'll remember is also a 5,000 milliamp hours. Again, with no case, she was able to get to 100% with one light still on the Anker. If we prorate her results like we did Ron's, that means the effective charge capacity of the Anker was 3387, or around 67% of the promised 5,000 milliamp hours. That's a lot better than any of our tests with the X-Cool. However, anybody who's been paying attention to all these numbers I'm throwing out will notice an obvious flaw above the F. Anyone paying attention to all these numbers I'm throwing out will realize there's an obvious flaw in my math. That's assuming that one light of 4 being lit up is exactly 25% capacity left. What if it really means it's somewhere between 25 and 0? The stats I collected really mean that the available charge is no more than 3387 for the Anchor and no more than 2900 milliamp hours for Ron's Xcool. Now, I know at this point I'm the only one still interested in the topic, but I ran the test on my Xcool again and also remembered that Steve had gotten an Xcool, so I tested it on my phone. The results were pretty much in line with the others, showing 2687 milliamp hours for my second test and 2328 milliamp hours for Steve's Xcool. I put all of these results in an accessible markdown table in the show notes if you want to see all of the data I collected. The bottom line is that whatever Qi 2 charger you choose, don't expect that the milliamp hour rating, actually I should call that a battery, not charger. The bottom line is that whatever Qi 2 Qi 2 charger, maybe that defines it. No, it doesn't. The bottom line is that whatever Qi 2 magnetic battery pack you choose, don't expect that the milliamp hour rating is what you'll actually get. It seems that something in the order of 50 to 70% of the rating is the best you can hope for. Steve says I should apologize, too, for fat-shaming the Apple battery by calling it chubby. I'm sorry. I still like how slim the Xcool battery is, and it'll definitely go in my backpack for conferences and whenever I'm near my grandchildren. Nothing burns a phone battery down faster than taking photos of grandchildren. Lynn's here.
Yes, she is.
You see an error you need to fix?
Yeah, bottom line of the table, my battery shows 100 or 1,000 instead of 100%. So I'll just.
Oh, thank you.
I assume it's 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's due to creative space specsmanship. Xcool might be reporting raw battery capacity while Anchor might be reporting effective. Yeah, but it's still not 100%. Now, the other thing I didn't put in here is Bart says that he's got one of the original Apple ones, and he says that it'll charge like 80% of his 15 Pro Max. And mathematically, that's impossible because the battery's nowhere near as big. I mean, the battery in the 15 Pro Max is gigantic. It's way bigger than that battery pack. So I don't know how that's possible, but I just didn't put it in there. But who said they liked my chart? I was very proud of that.
Kevin.
Somebody said it. Kevin said that? Mm-hmm. Kevin said something nice to me?
Yeah.
What a cool table. Yeah, so I did that I created it, I don't know, in Numbers or Excel, and then I took it and I told ChatGPT to make it into a markdown table for me. I had to do some editing, but it was pretty good. But so if I do it in Markdown, then it's all text, so anybody who's using a screen reader can just read it. So there. This thing really does get hot, though. Like, you do not want this in your pocket or your hand.
Yeah. You know, they can be different levels of efficiency, too, between, say, Anchor and Xcool.
Well, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Kind of the point. Okay, let's do a chapter mark here. It's going to be a lot of chapter marks, Steve.
Yep. I already got the number, but...
Oh, you do?
I think I do.
Teacher's pet. Oh, man.
What?
I forgot to write support the show. All right, Lynn's here. Good.
Why, are you going to have her write it?
What? No,
Support
I'm just saying Lynn's in the right show. Let's see. Maybe I'll let this run and I'll do some writing. One of the maybe silliest looking or cutest looking chargers that I have is from a company called Charge, and my friend Pat Dangler gave it to me. She gave me two of them, and I was so enchanted with these that I got one for Steve. I'm here with Ryan Wu from Charge, and one of them is just a little 35 watt charger, and it's got a little happy Mac-looking face on the front. Looks like a little tiny Mac. But the one I'm really enchanted with is a tiny GAN charger. It's max 67 watts, but it's got 3 USB chargers and ports, and it gives you a display that tells you all about the watts that are going in. Yeah, and it kind of looks like the Matrix. So now that I've told them why I raced up to this booth and was so excited to talk to Charge, now I'm going to let Ryan Wu talk about what he wants to tell us about today.
Okay, so this year we're launching a new sub-brand called Lumos. So Charge is still focusing on power supply and storage products, but Lumos will focus on AI devices. So the very first one will be this, the Lumos AI glasses. So it's a pair of AI glasses that support 16 megapixel camera for 4K photos and 1080p video shootings. And also we have an industry first AAC 9920 speakers for calls and music. So you are able to enjoy music and take calls with these glasses. And also we support ChatGPT 4.0, so it's basically like an AI assistant to you. Yeah.
We're not going to have to know anything.
Okay. Really?
So do you have a price point on these yet?
Right now we're aiming at $200 US.
Oh, that's not bad at all. So that's Lumos, Loomos AI glasses?
Yeah.
And you're wearing them right now. They look nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so mine is with prescription glasses. Yeah.
That's going to be important for people like me. Can I try these on?
Yes.
All right. How do I look in the Lumos glasses, Steve?
Pretty cool.
Very cool, yeah.
All right. So I am also very interested in all of the charging stuff. Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
down?
sure.
Can
Why am I
we
so
talk
far
about
from
the
the
charging
mic?
stuff down here as well?
Which one do you want to...
Well, I don't know what you have. Oh, I got to put my glasses back on, or I can't see what you're doing.
Okay, so this is actually one of our latest wireless power bank. It's called the iSmack 2. It's actually the next generation of the very first generation one, which is also very popular. So it actually supports Qi 2 wireless charging to 15 watt. And if you charge your devices with a cable, it will support 30 watt output. Capacity-wise, it's 10,000 milliamp per hour. And this time we upgrade with a kickstand right here. Yeah, so if you want to binge watch videos, you can just snap on your iPhone and then put on the table. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got the Qi charger on the front, and what I love about Charge is they've got something just fun about it. For no apparent reason, there's a
Have I showed you guys this before? Oh, I guess you saw it in the picture. It's a funny thing. That little charger is mostly adorable. It's got like the little matrix thing on the front. All that's really cute. But it's a really good charger. I mean, it's just a cube this big, and it's 100 watts. It's got 3 USB ports. That's the only one I carry.
I thought it was 67.
Oh, that one's 67? Oh, I think their newer version is 100.
Okay. Also, when it is charging, instead of the matrix waterfall, it shows the power being discharged or, drawn in watts.
Yeah, I noticed on their website that now at some point it shows the Apple 6 colors too.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
Because there was no color in that display before.
Maybe it's
upgraded.
fake in the. Oh, wow. What did I just do?
I don't know. You're still with us.
Yeah, but I think I hit Command-Shift apostrophe, and all of a sudden it made me be able to see the entire waveform of the whole show. Let me try to do that
Talking about
again.
Hindenburg?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jill, did you know that? Command-Shift apostrophe.
Now your entire show is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Show it. Watch this.
It's up.
Yeah, okay, so here I am zoomed way in. Command-Shift apostrophe. Boom.
Boom.
I got to write this down.
Yeah.
Or I'll
should
just
make an
ask.
entire blog post about that.
No. That's cool, because I really wanted to go here, since it won't let me go to the end when I want to, right? All right, now I can go squeeze in and put my next chapter mark. Accidental discoveries. Yes, just like, what was the one? Was it Post-it notes that were kind of a mistake?
Someone realized it was sticky on one side and you could use that?
No, it was a glue that wasn't sticky enough. They were trying to make a good glue, and they made a cruddy glue, and then realized, what if you just wanted something to kind of stick for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Jill. That's fun. Oh, Wonder Blocks. Let's see how that sounds there.
For having me. Thank you.
I'm in the Bird Buddy booth, and I'm talking to Francie Zidar. And I came up to this because I was expecting to talk about a bird feeder, because everybody knows about the Bird Buddy bird feeder.
Yes.
That shows you these fun videos and photos of the birds that are coming to your bird feeder. But you're actually going to show us something new that you're working on.
Yes, we're trying to be fair to all life around the home, right? So not just birds. That's why we're launching Petal, which is a nature-inspired camera, solar-powered, goes into anywhere there's nature around your home, right? Takes beautiful images, videos, collects data, gives you insights, basically kind of connects you with all the nature that's around there.
All right, so what he's got in his hand looks like a little flower petal with a leaf and a camera, but
Yeah,
the
which
leaf
is
looks to be
detachable,
solar?
just goes down, you can pop it up. So yeah, solar-powered, flower design, you can put it in the ground, you can actually hang it from a tree. This coils up so you can kind of wrap it around a branch. Wherever there's nature, like over there, yeah. Wherever there's nature, Petal goes, yeah.
So what gets the bug to come up to the screen, to the camera?
So there's the other product that we're launching, which is Wonder Blocks. And if you think about this as a device that captures all the beautiful wildlife, right? This is the stage for it. So this is a vertical system, modular. It creates like a, you can think of it like a planter pod that also includes bug hotels and butterfly feeders and bee hotels. And it's really like an adult Lego for people that care about nature, right?
So what? These are fake plants. You would put real plants
Some of them
into
are
this?
fake. Not all of them are fake.
Okay, but you talk about like the bee hotel. What makes the bees want to come, or the butterfly hotel to come to that?
So the butterfly hotel has nectar on it, on a sponge, right? And that attracts butterflies. It also attracts hummingbirds, by the way. And then the bee hotel should have, bamboo shoots in it, but it doesn't because we didn't have them right now. But like the bamboo shoots actually create like a beautiful habitat for a wild bee.
This is so fun. So we've got this camera here.
Yes.
How is that connected to my network?
So that connects to Wi-Fi. And then there's an app where everything kind of comes together, right? And there's a couple of different ways to interact. One is nature can reach out to you and it can send you like beautiful photos and images and highlights of the day, right? You can also engage with that nature and ask it things. So there's AI in the background where it takes all of that input and you can ask it, how many bees have you had today, right? Or do you need anything? And it'll tell you. I mean, yeah, like I've not seen like birds a lot, so maybe you plant something else near me, right? So there's kind of a two-way communication between nature and you.
And I believe the other woman we were talking to said that it'll also go parse through the photos it's taken and only send you the good ones?
Oh, yeah, so that's something that we've really intentionally done with BirdBuddy as well, right? There's a lot of action happening in any garden, any time of the day, right? So if we send you any motion, that's going to be pretty overbearing, hit quickly, right? So we try to be selective of the stuff that we send out, yeah.
Okay, and this product in your hand is called Petal.
So
is
that's
that
Petal,
correct?
yeah, Petal.
And then the other product was the Wonder Blocks, which are the
Wonder Blocks.
planters
Yeah,
that
the
you
adult
can
Lego,
get.
yeah.
The adult Lego, there you go. And where would people go to find out more about this?
So Experience Wonder is the website. We're launching these products on Kickstarter in the spring with a target to launch end of the year or early 2026.
ExperienceWonder.com. And now, how much do you expect Petal to go for?
Sub 99, yeah, that's the target, yeah.
Okay, and how about the Wonder Blocks?
That is TBD, yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much. This is good. Looks like a lot of fun. Everybody's talking about Bird Buddy, so I had to stop by.
Thank you, thank you.
So
Everybody's-
Okay.
I heard I heard spring of 2025, and then he said later this year. Was he talking about a different product? I kind of missed that.
Maybe
Well, I
it
know
was.
Wonder Blocks is not until later, but he cited two. He didn't even put a date for Wonder Blocks. Could you
Oh,
play
okay.
that back?
You was it the very
last-
end?
Yeah, it was the last 30 seconds.
Let's see if it'll. You know what? I think nothing needs to be selected. Ooh.
With a target to launch end of the year or early 2026.
Okay, right before that.
Yeah.
So Experience Wonder is the website. We're launching these products on Kickstarter in the spring with a target to launch end of the year or early 2026.
Oh, so it's Kickstarter in spring, but not launching until the end of the year.
Oh, in other words, the product isn't available till the end of the year.
No.
But you can start paying them in spring.
Great.
That's too bad. Well, I guess that's not going to be a birthday present, at least this year.
All right. Or a present for Jill.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have a jingle. Maybe I'll do this one
Does
for
that sound
support
like
the
money?
show.
It's the
No.
Seinfeld one.
I don't like that one.
All right, I'll write it down. You insist.
I've only asked for it every
I'm gonna
week.
put $ jingle.
Yep. Money. I mean, just take part of the song "Money" by Pink
No,
Floyd.
we can't do that.
Look at me knowing a song reference.
Yeah.
It's because I actually went to a Pink Floyd concert. Been to like 4 concerts in my life, and that was one of them. Very odd experience. Well, hey, do you like the NosillaCast? Do you learn from it? Are you often entertained? If you made it this far, I sure hope so. I'd like you to consider joining all of the lovely folks who went to podfee.com/Patreon and pledged to support the show. You can be one of the cool kids too. That's the shortest ad ever.
So that's not uploaded yet, not synced.
What?
The support the show verbiage.
No, I just wrote it.
Okay.
All right. Security bits. And now, an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. How long is the show?
Oh, I got to make sure I got
see.
Bart's. There's Bart's half.
You're at 29, an hour and 10, so an hour 40.
Yeah, well, it's not a record. We've done worse. Better, depending on your... I didn't mean to do that. There. All right, so let's plop me in here. I actually had to stop him. He was still going on.
Really?
We were talking about a really cool graphic, and I had purposely not told people about a certain feature in it because I wanted people to get to do it, play with it themselves, and this visualization. And then he started to tell everybody. I was like, no, I didn't. I was trying not to do that. And he's like, no, I just want to tell him. No. Anyway, plus it had been going on for a while.
Wait,
All right.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, sorry.
Blink,
Did you hear it?
I did.
blink, blink,
Okay.
Blink.
Now you're overdoing
blink.
it.
Yes, I'm being sarcastic. T, Command T, Option T. Let's see. That one is me. No. That one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Set up right on the edge. Take this one and slide it up to there. And then take both, slide them over to here. Let's see. I think I'm going to... Bart always takes a little time to start talking to me. The first time I ask him, how's it going? There's always like it's probably a split second gap, but it always sounds like he's not there. Oh, Security Bits chapter mark.
Ooh,
If only Kevin had
catch.
reminded me.
Well, he was busy sending you a Plink video.
Oh, was he? I gotta buy me some of those planks. Everybody else has them. Do they have those in our stores? Wait, is he really saying plink?
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear it. That's interesting. Oh, God. Just saw the gif of the blinking.
Not
Marty,
Blink,
that's a
Plink.
little much. Oh, you can get them at Vaughn's. Good to know. Well, next time you're looking for a gift when we have you over for lasagna or something, you can bring me some planks. Cool kids too. That's a good jingle. Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time. Too soon.
Too soon.
Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time for Security Bits with Bart Bouchotz to bring us horror and maybe some good news and a palate cleanser to fix it all at the end.
2 palette cleansers.
Ooh.
We need them. So I'm
Extra gap there, too.
gonna do something a little unusual. So I have this feedback and follow-up section I kind of use for all sorts of stuff, but usually it's stuff we talked about last time. I'm going to say, if you followed our advice from 2019, you might want to rethink.
2019.
So we did an episode about DNS providers, And we listed a bunch of options of really good free DNS servers you could use that were trustworthy and so forth. And one of the ones on that list was Quad 9, which is called that because the IP address is 9.9.9.9. And their special feature is that they're a not-for-profit B Corp in Switzerland, so they don't have a financial scariness or a bad motivation. And they target their DNS to block known malware domains. So basically, use this DNS server and a bunch of malware gets dented, which I like. So I followed my advice of that option and set that up on my router 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, and never thought of it again until about last Wednesday, when my internet got weird. Not broken, just stuttery. So the first time you go to a website, it'd be really, 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 really slow, and you go, that's weird, and you hit refresh, and it was instant. And you do a speed test, and you have all the usual speeds, but every web page was slow for the first time. Now, I'm a person with a lot of DNS bruises from my professional life. I recognize those symptoms. They're DNS lookup failures. So the first time your computer encounters a name, it looks it up in DNS and it caches it. If your internet is good, but your DNS is bad, then your internet is slow to start and then perfectly normal. And every new website, you get the same feeling of, God, this is so slow. Oh, no, it's normal again. And that's because of your DNS. And so I went to hunting and eventually found that my router was hard-coded to 9.9.9.9.
What is ours?
And as soon as I changed it to 1.1.1.1 from Cloudflare, my internet was perfect.
1.1.1.1?
Okay.
Oh, so, but why?
They seem to be having some sort of server issues, whether it's that their service is running out of resources or something or whatever, but their service was just not reliable from Ireland.
Huh. So the specific symptom, every website is slow to start with, and then subsequent queries to that same website are fine.
Yeah. Because it's only on the DNS lookup. Once your computer has it cached, your computer's good for the next 30 minutes or whatever. And it knows where podfeed.com is and bartb.ie and Google. It knows them all for 30 minutes or whatever the TTL is, time to live. And then as the cache expires, it goes slow again as it waits for the bloody DNS. And then it cops onto itself, caches it again, and you're good again.
So your advice at this point isn't necessarily that Quad 9 is a bad service, is it?
I don't trust it anymore because in hindsight, my internet's been weird on and off for like an hour at a time, and it's been not bad enough for me to bother looking into it.
Oh, okay.
But it's been niggling away at the back of my mind. It's like, geez, something not right here. And I was getting ammunition to go shout at my ISP, but my ISP were completely innocent. Nothing to do with my ISP this time. So I just thought I'd flag to people, if you followed my advice and hard-coded 9.9.9.9, maybe reconsider, because in the 6 years since, Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1 has earned my respect greatly, so I'm quite happy to switch to them.
You know, we kept this article, it was kind of funny. We were just talking in Programming by Stealth about the difference between ways of creating a web page, and we were talking about WordPress and how there are pages and posts have dates on them, and they're sequential, and you know what you normally see on the show. But it's something that is static and maybe important in some way, like an about page. That's a page, not a post. So Bart went looking for this DNS provider recommendation that he'd made, and he said, I don't understand. It doesn't have a date. It's because it was a page, and we kept it as a page because it was an evergreen topic. Can I ask you to go back and maybe do a strike through on what you wrote before and say updated 2025 today? I recommend Cloudflare.
Probably. I didn't actually make a recommendation. I just gave a list of options. So I think we need to strike through that option and just put a note to say has become unreliable. So send me a reminder after we record, but yes, not a problem.
Okay, great.
Okay, so with that done, I'm going to get the first of our icky news out of the way. It is a deep dive because, I don't have a really good answer, but it made a lot of media. There are a pair of new flaws in Apple Silicon. So this our speculative execution deep dive because
All right, I'm going to stop that.
See where my cursor is?
What do you mean, see where my cursor is?
Well, are you looking at Discord?
Yeah, but I can't see your cursor in Discord.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It doesn't show cursors, right?
You put a screenshot in.
Yeah. But no, my cursor does show.
No, it does in
doesn't?
YouTube, but I can't see. That's way too small. Let me.
It's the last. There's a link in the. So you're going to the home page, but next to the home is the about page.
Okay, bring that up again in Discord. Bring up the screenshot. I've got big. Where are you pointing to?
Can you see a cursor?
That says to go to podfeed. That's not a Patreon link. Should take us to.
For single time donations. That's what Zoe.
Okay, but it's not part of Patreon. I see what she's saying. Well, let's see. If you go to podfeed.com and you go to support the show, what did I call it? I wrote help the show.
Yeah, help the show is the last.
All one word?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
Nope, it's a 404.
Thank you. All right. Note to self.
Good job, Zoe.
Patreon. Maybe I should make it be the regular donate button.
Does that go to for a single?
That goes to
time?
buy me a coffee.
Ah.
Link to.
It should be buy me a G&T.
That's not a bad idea. So here's a problem with.
Don't apologize, Zoe. That's helpful.
No, it's awesome. We love to find mistakes. Oh, I found out one interesting problem with Buy Me a Coffee and, well, an emoji. So if you look at Buy Me a Coffee on a Mac, it looks like a coffee cup, right? Mm-hmm. But the emoji's name is hot beverage. So for if you're using a screen reader, when you go across it, it says hot beverage, 3 hot beverage, 5 hot beverage. I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Buy me a hot beverage. That works.
Yeah. All right. Coming in an hour and 38 minutes.
Oh, boy.
so you stay secure.
Oh, I thought that was Bart saying that. He went, oh, boy. Okay. Thank you very much, Zoe.
Hot toddy. There you go.
All right. Well, that is going to wind up this Man of the Show for this week. Did you know you can email me at allison@podfeed.com anytime you like? I love to get emails. If you have a question or a suggestion, just send it on over. Remember, everything good starts with podfeed.com. You can follow me on Mastodon at podfeed.com/Mastodon. If you want to listen to the podcast on YouTube, you can go to podfeed.com/YouTube. If you want to join the conversation, you can join our Slack community at podfeed.com/Slack, where you can talk to me and all the other lovely Nosilla castaways like Alistair Jenks, like Bart was talking about. You can support the show at podfeed.com/Patreon or with a one-time donation at podfeed.com/donate. You can use Apple Pay or any credit card. Or if you're a PayPal person, podfeed.com/PayPal. And if we want to join in the fun of the live show, where you can call out typos, like, let's see, PDX Kurt found a problem, and let's see, Zoe found one, somebody else found one. Anyway, if you want to do that, if you want to join in the fun of the live show, head on over to podfeed.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic Nosilla castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. I think there are extra spaces before stay subscribed, and that's a text expander snippet. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Should be 2 at most.
Ahead of the sentence.
Yeah, that means in the text expander snippet. And if I fix it right now, we won't ever have to hear it again. It's called end, semicolon, right? End. Yep, there it is. Extras. It's the best thing about text expanders. You fix it, it's fixed forever and everywhere. All right, should probably put some outro music on. This one is going to take a while to go up to Auphonic Leveler, that's for sure. All right, chapter mark count, Kevin says. 1, 2,
just say
3,
eight.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Say 8.
Say 8.
That's a Brian Regan joke.
It's a good one. Good skit. Do you have a little sound at the end of that, Bart's? Move. Can you move?
Oh, I
the-
see what
the
you're
audio
saying.
line?
Yeah.
There's a little spike there.
That's actually at the end of mine. That's me.
Okay. Well, we don't want it there.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Can't hear it.
Also, I think your ducking comes a little
Take
late.
NosillaCast castaways. Wait. Solo got hit. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. Yeah, it's too late for Steve. And Kevin said to unmute. It's not unmute in this case. It was solo, so it's the opposite. It would have had only when I was talking, which is not as much of the show as normal. Listening and stay subscribed.
So I can't quite read it, but that little red rectangle, is that for record on the
Yes.
left?
Yeah,
Okay,
with the
that's
white
not a
dot.
Solo.
No, if
What
it's
is solo
yellow,
look like? Yellow.
do you see the yellow?
Yeah.
You never want to see yellow. If
Yeah,
you ever
red-
see yellow, yell at me.
You can see red, you just can't see yellow.
Yeah, red is good. So if I click to this track, that's showing which track is armed and ready. But
To
that's a
record.
bad color, and that's a bad color. Orange is bad, yellow's bad. Only red.
All right. And that will
right.
be our Hindenburg lesson for today.
Kevin did say look for anything that's muted. Muting is orange.
Well done, Kevin. So Mike is suggesting yet another
Another what?
home for your
Huh?
router, your resolver. What's that
Oh,
called
for
now?
DNS?
DNS, yeah.
Who's he suggesting? Oh, he says still
1112.
Cloudflare.
Well,
Oh, yeah, you could-
1112 for malware filtering.
Ah, that's nice.
Is there any downside to it? Like
What just
the-
happened? Oh. Yeah, what would be the disadvantage of that over, like, why would you pick one versus the other?
We lost him.
No, he's still there. Are we competing? Still Cloudflare, but not 111 and filtering. So you get filtering out of it for malware. But I thought they're the big old block malware people anyway, right? 1.1.1.1. Oh, and adult content filters. I see.
Okay, so what about like Reddit? If you're at, one of those dodgy sites, or how does it determine adult? Does it go by content?
Adult. Wink, wink.
0.3 is adult content and malware.
All you get is Sesame Street, John says.
No swear words.
Oh, 0.3 is adult content and malware. Okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Huh.
Yeah, and OpenDNS does content filtering too. I think it's not as fast though, as 1.1.1.1 is really fast.
Because it's having to do more filtering.
Huh? No, I don't know. I mean, Cloudflare is in the business of protecting companies from denial of service attacks and stuff. So they've got a lot of resources and a freemium model. So I think that's part of it.
Well, should we let these people go?
We probably should.
It is
It's all
coming
those
up on an
ones.
hour.
If they use some zeros, it would cost less. Oh, 5:58. I managed to milk it to the end. I've already actually started uploading the file. So, and we're not getting any stuttering. So this is great. All right, everybody. Steve says I have to go.
You do.
Goodbye. We're here next week, right?
Yeah,
In 2 weeks, we are not here, though.
correct.
Oh, yeah, we're coming home late.
Yeah, we are. Too late for the show.
Yep. Oh, puppy before we go. Zoe says one more puppy.
Okay. Oh, we sleep it too. Shoot.
Maybe I should be allowed to play with him. He does most of the work.
Oh, now he's all sleepy.
Oh, he's sleepy dog. Sleepy puppy.
He's just kind of sleepy here.
He needs to have the headphones on so he can hear me, Steve.
They don't work so well on these
Kepler.
these floppy ears. There's just too much ear.
Oh, he's such a sweetie pie. All right, everybody. Oh, big yawn.
Tired.
All right, he's bored.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye, everybody. Sign us out, Steve.
Oh, got to hit the button. That's right.